morning. I look a little rough. I slept really well. The waves are still magnificent. So just coming out to go pee. It's just after 7. Would have been a glorious sunrise this morning if it wasn't so cloudy. So glad it's not raining. But I'm gonna get my stuff done, I think, and pack up because I don't know, it looks a little iffy. Well, there we go. I got my toes wrapped up. I don't know. That medical kit I have is apparently made for Bigfoot. Like all of the blister moleskin things, like the holes in the middle, like the donut things that you're supposed to put over your blister were like huge. It was like as big as my whole toe. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but I think it's just made for like somebody with ginormous feet. So I don't know if this will hold up. I think I might end up losing the nail on this side. It's pretty swollen, but we'll see how long this lasts. I hope it does. I don't know if you can see, but there's a deer coming down right there. I'm pretty much packed up. Just gotta finish folding up my tent, pack that in. Just finishing my breakfast. I don't want to go. It's always hard on the last day. I mean, I've got a big long hike. By the time I get done with my hike, I'll be ready to be home, I'm sure. Still, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I don't know which is accurate. So my GPS, which is Gaia Maps GPS, says that it's only 8.8 miles if I take the upper trail, the Big Carp Trail, 8.8 miles, which is the higher elevation, and it says that the Lake Superior Trail along the shore is like 11.6 miles, I think it was. So that's a lot of extra mileage, and there's going to be looks like there'll be a climb at the end anyway, a little bit. And then when I look at my paper map, which is like a Porcupine Mountains paper map, it pretty much says that both ways are 11 miles. So I don't know which to trust. I don't know if the paper map is taking into account the elevation changes and my GPS is not, which makes a huge difference. So I don't really know what I should do. I need to decide because I need to leave like now. It's almost 9 o'clock. And normally I probably would just trust the paper map, but I was just reading somebody that's real familiar with the area in the Porcupine Mountains Facebook group just mentioned that a lot of the mileages are off, like they're not accurate on the signs and things. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go the upper way, and I'm probably going to regret it. But if it is shorter, I'd rather do that, I think. And my ankles, by the way, are totally fine. I don't understand it. I thought my ankles were done yesterday, but a night of sleep and they're good. That one toe with the fourth toe with the nail that might be coming off, that's really bothering me. So, I mean, I have them wrapped and I'm just gonna have to go and do the best we can. And the name of the game today is I'm not gonna hurry. Yesterday I zoomed along pretty good, didn't take a lot of breaks. I don't know whether it's better to take breaks or not, because yesterday I was blazing fast, and then as soon as I stopped at as soon as I stopped at Trappers Falls to take a little snack break, like I could hardly move after that, and that's when I started limping. So I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna play it the whole day by ear, and I'll get there eventually. Well, it's 9:30, late start. That's okay. We're not hurrying today. Putting this backpack on just now felt really bad. Wow, my shoulders are sore. My ankles, thank goodness, are not. So we got shoulders very sore, my toe very sore. We have 9 to 11 miles depending on which map is right. And the sun is poking out, so let's do this. Goodbye, campsite. I want to come back and stay for like a couple days at this spot. I love it. Here's to give you an idea of what this trail is like. Definitely a lot of single track. A lot of the trails here are pretty narrow. And then a lot of this Lake Superior Trail so far has also been like the boards that you have to walk through or walk across. And, you know, just little streams and things. So this is a cool bridge over the Big Carp River. What a nice river. It's a beautiful spot. There's 3 cabins down there. Alright, here's where we decide. And I notice that all these new signs now have 0, they have like no mileage on them anymore. Like all the old signs, the wooden ones, all had mileage. These new ones, they're not even putting mileage. So that tells me maybe my GPS is right. So the moment of truth, left or right, we're going right. So, oh, there's a mileage there. It says the correction line trail is 4.3 miles, but it doesn't say how far Lake of the Clouds is. So we're gonna see Bathtub Falls and Shining Cloud Falls this way. That sounds nice. Well, this view already is beautiful. So I've already climbed a hill that was equal to this amount, so now if we can just stay high. A dude just was coming up behind me. I didn't know he was there, and I was talking to my camera, and he just kind of was like looking around like, who is this lady talking to? Mind your business. I'm talking to myself. It's another example of trail conditions. A big muck hole, so then there's just a random trail up and around it. There's a lot of that, just the extra up and around, which is fine, but just so you get an example of conditions here. If you're planning on coming yourself, you can expect a lot of just little things like this. A lot of trees down as well, so you have to like kind of hop over or look around, and kind of there's usually a trail around the fallen trees. Alright, so according to my GPS, this is Bathtub Falls here. That's pretty. Look at this cool rock. This is the rock that, if you touched it, would transport you into another realm, for sure. And actually, I think this is actually Bathtub Falls. Or maybe this. I don't know. Maybe they all are. If you know, let me know. There it is. Shining Cloud Falls. Just as good as I hoped it would be. With a name like that. I was hoping it was going to be something stupid. Beautiful. So I'm just taking a break way up here. My phone was running out of storage, so I had to stop and move some things over. Anyway, but it's getting really dark out, so if it doesn't start really raining, I'll be surprised. I don't know if you can see the mist above the falls, but it's like 1,000,000% humidity right now. My shirt's just soaked. So I better get a move on. I've only come like 2 miles. Very slow going. So, and yeah, it's looking a little ominous, and I still have who knows how long to go yet. It's raining now for a while. I can't tell how hard it's raining because I'm in the trees. But I just wanted to show I've been seeing a lot of these mushrooms, which I'm pretty sure are edible, but I don't know. I wish I knew because they look delicious. I love mushrooms. I saw another one that was like a bright orange one back there, but I didn't want to pull up my camera because of the rain. See, there's more here. I don't know. Somebody let me know. See, and then there's here where it's like, I'm on the trail here, and then where? I think through there. It looks like a tree fell down. I don't see any blue markers. I'm at one here. I'm just going to go straight through there. I think it's correct. Oh, I am a sweaty mess. I just crossed the last, I think it was the last river crossing, bridgeless river crossing. I planned to stop there, but there was the cutest young couple just making out on the shore. They were so cute. So I didn't want to like stop and make them feel like they had to move on or anything. It was a pretty wide crossing. There was no way to get across without getting your feet wet. They said that they took their shoes off, but slippery rocks plus these damaged toes, I think I made a good choice in just leaving my shoes on. My feet are soaked, but they don't really feel too bad. I think I would have really hurt my toes if I had tried to do it barefoot. A nice little beaver dam in the middle of nowhere here. I have to wonder, like, why did they decide right here? Like, why not down there or over there? Like, who decides? Is there like a king beaver? So I just did what was definitely the last bridgeless water crossing, and I very disgracefully slid in the mud and fell onto my butt into the river. And there was people and dogs on the other side, and the dogs were barking at me. It must have sounded so funny because I was like coming down quietly, and all of a sudden I was like, clop. And then I was like, oh. And they yelled, "Are you okay?" And the dogs were all barking. I'm glad I was already pretty wet anyway, but my butt probably looks like a big muddy mess. Blair Witch Project. Shh. It's only a little bit creepy in here. It does look like from the Blair Witch Project. I can hear a whole bunch of bees ahead, and I'm a little nervous. I can't tell if it's a ground nest or up high or where it is. It's not one of the things you think about when you're going backpacking. I made it to the top of whichever peak this is. I'm super high. There's a little bit of a breeze, not like I was hoping. I'll turn it around so you can see. There's the trail. And beautiful. And way off in the distance is Lake Superior, where I came from. Whew. Thank goodness. I still have, I don't know how far to go yet. I think it's like 1.5 miles maybe? I don't know, but I haven't eaten lunch yet. I don't know what time it is, I didn't even look, but it's after 2. So I've been going non-stop since the falls. So I'm gonna, I think, sit down for a minute and eat some lunch. If you cannot tell, I'm pretty tired and out of breath. I'm borrowing someone's campsite right now. The rock face over there was too hot in the sun. Nobody's here yet. So mosquitoes are, I don't know if you can see, at the point where I don't even care really if they're biting me. Alright, I need to eat before I lose all my gumption. And sometimes that's just what's for lunch. A meat stick and a cheese stick and a tortilla. I'm actually really excited about it. I've got about a mile left, and it seems like forever. But I want to thank you guys for watching along with me. I want to thank you guys for coming along with me. It makes it more interesting for me to do these videos. Somebody suggested that I set up like a way that you can donate money if you want to, or put a link to my Amazon wish list for my camping items. I totally don't expect anything like that, but somebody did suggest that, and I mean, you know, I'd be forever grateful, of course. I know there's a way that if I put my Amazon wish list and you choose if you want to buy something and have it sent to me, my address should be in there. I don't even know that you can see my address, but it'll come to me. And then whatever you order will automatically come off the list, so you don't have to worry about somebody else duplicating. And I think you can leave it anonymous, or you can choose to put a little note in there, which would be awesome. So, I don't know. I'll give it a try. I feel funny doing that, but I know there's a lot of you that can't do these adventures and do enjoy watching me do them. So, thank you guys always for watching. And I love reading all of your comments. It makes it extra special. And subscribe, of course, if you're not already subscribed, so that way you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And I'm putting off going up this last stretch right here. I'm done. I made it. Oh, that was rough. There was so much up and down in that last mile. Thanks for coming along. Bye. And there she is. Always happy to see her, but never so much as today. By the way, it's 4:30, so I made it back by my 5 o'clock goal at the very beginning of the whole trip. Totally unintentional, but yay me!